All right, so get this. We're going deep today.
Deep.
Into a story that's going to kind of blow your mind.
All right.
We're talking ancient wisdom meets modern-day hustle,
Yeah.
I think you got resilience and innovation all figured out. Well, this tale from the book of Numbers,
Okay.
it might just challenge everything you thought you knew.
It's not your typical business seminar, I'll tell you that.
No, definitely not.
Yeah.
We're unpacking the story of the bronze serpent.
Okay.
And let me tell you, it's way more than just an ancient myth.
Right.
This thing is packed with insights that can help you navigate like any challenge, whether it's career relationships or just, life in general.
What's fascinating about this story is the sheer depth of it. It's not just about overcoming a physical crisis.
Right.
It's a blueprint for how we approach obstacles.
Yeah. So paint the picture for us.
All right.
Where does this story begin?
So we're talking about the Israelites wandering in the desert.
Yep.
They're tired, they're frustrated, and honestly, their faith is wavering.
Can you blame them?
I mean,
Hey, who hasn't felt that way at some point?
right.
We've all been there, stuck in that, proverbial desert, questioning everything.
Exactly. And that negativity, that doubt,
Yeah.
it starts to manifest in some pretty serious ways.
Okay.
Venomous snakes, to be precise.
Oh.
Talk about a bad day at the office.
Okay, so venomous snakes.
Yeah.
That definitely escalates things a bit.
For sure.
What happens next?
Well, things are looking pretty bleak at this point.
Right.
But here's where the story takes a turn.
Okay.
The Israelites finally recognize their negativity
Okay.
and turn to Moses for help.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they're saying, okay, we messed up.
Right.
We need a new plan.
Yeah, so they're taking responsibility.
Yeah.
Finally realizing they can't just sit around and complain.
Exactly.
They actually have to do something about it.
That shift in attitude is crucial.
Yeah.
It's the first step towards resilience. They're not victims. They're actively seeking a solution.
And what kind of solution are we talking about here?
Yeah.
I'm guessing a bronze serpent doesn't exactly scream obvious answer.
You got that right.
Yeah.
Moses creates a bronze serpent,
Well, yeah.
mounts it on a pole,
Right.
and tells the people, look at this and you'll be healed.
Whoa. Talk about a plot twist.
Right.
I mean, imagine you are in that situation.
Yeah.
You're surrounded by venomous snakes. People are dying.
Yeah.
And then you're told to look at a bronze statue.
Right.
That takes some serious faith.
It's not the most conventional solution, that's for sure.
No.
But here's the thing. It works.
So it's not just about the physical healing then.
Right.
It's about something deeper.
Absolutely. The bronze serpent isn't just a magical cure-all.
Right.
It's a symbol,
Uh,
a representation of something far more profound.
Hmm.
It's about changing your perspective,
Okay.
about trusting in a solution, even when it seems completely out there.
Yeah.
And most importantly, it's about looking towards a brighter future,
Mm-hmm.
both literally and figuratively.
It's like saying, hey, I'm not going to let this situation define me.
Yeah,
I'm going to choose to believe in something better,
right.
even if I can't fully understand it yet.
Exactly. And that takes courage, right?
Yeah.
Step outside your comfort zone and embrace the unknown.
So we've got this powerful imagery of the bronze serpent.
Mm-hmm.
But how does this all connect back to resilience and innovation?
Yeah.
I mean, those are pretty big buzzwords these days.
It's all about the mindset.
Okay.
Think about it. The Israelites had to own up to their negativity,
Right.
their doubt, and their fear.
Yeah.
They had to admit they were part of the problem.
Right.
And that's where resilience begins with radical self-awareness.
It's about taking ownership, isn't it?
Yes.
Not blaming external circumstances
Right.
or playing the victim,
Mm-hmm.
but recognizing your own role in the situation.
Exactly. And once they acknowledged their part, they were open to a solution,
Oh.
even one as unconventional as a bronze serpent.
Okay, so that's resilience.
Yeah.
Where does the innovation come in?
Well, think about the sheer creativity of this solution. A bronze serpent on a pole.
Right.
Who would have thought of that?
Yeah.
It's the ultimate example of thinking outside the box.
So they went from complaining about snakes to looking at a snake statue for healing.
Right.
It's like turning the problem itself into the solution.
It's brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah.
It challenges our assumptions about what a solution should look like.
Mm-hmm.
It forces us to break free from those mental constraints
Right.
we often put on ourselves.
And that's what real innovation is all about, right?
Yeah.
Not just incremental improvements, but those radical leaps forward that come from questioning everything.
Exactly. It's about pushing boundaries,
Yeah.
experimenting, and not being afraid to look foolish.
Right.
Because sometimes the most unexpected solutions are the ones that lead to the biggest breakthroughs.
I bet a lot of listeners right now are thinking about their own bronze serpent moments.
Yeah.
Those times when they had embraced a solution that seemed totally crazy at first.
I love to hear about those.
Yeah.
It's amazing how often we limit ourselves
Right.
by sticking to what we know, to what feels safe and familiar.
But this story is telling us to ditch the rule book.
Yeah.
To get comfortable with being uncomfortable.
Absolutely. And let's be honest, that's where the real growth happens.
Right.
It's in those moments of uncertainty, of vulnerability,
Yeah.
that we discover our true potential.
So it's not just about finding the solution.
Right.
It's about having the courage to embrace it, to trust the process, even when it feels counterintuitive.
Precisely. And that takes us back to resilience.
Okay.
Because let's face it, embracing the unconventional is rarely easy.
Right.
There will be doubters, there will be setbacks,
Yeah.
there will be moments when you question everything.
It's like you're walking a tightrope with no safety net.
Yeah.
One wrong step and splat.
Okay, maybe not splat, but you get the idea.
Yeah.
It takes guts to trust in something that challenges the status quo.
But the Israelites show us that sometimes that leap of faith is exactly what's needed to break free from that cycle of negativity and doubt.
And to achieve something truly extraordinary. Because if they had just kept complaining about the snakes, well, they probably wouldn't have made it out of the desert.
So they had to shift their mindset from woe is me to, okay, what's the most unconventional, crazy solution we can come up with?
And that's a powerful lesson for us today because we all face challenges, whether it's in our work relationships or just navigating the ups and downs of life.
But instead of getting bogged down in the negativity, what if we took a cue from the Israelites and started asking ourselves, what's my bronze serpent? What's that unexpected solution that might just change everything?
That's where the real magic happens. When we stop focusing on the problem and start looking for the opportunity within the obstacle.
It's like that saying, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade.
Right.
But in this case, it's more like when life gives you venomous snakes, make a bronze serpent and put it on a pole.
Okay. Maybe not exactly the same, but you get the point.
Yeah.
It's about seeing the potential for something positive, something transformative, even in the midst of chaos and uncertainty.
So how do we cultivate that kind of thinking?
Yeah.
How do we actually become more resilient and innovative in our daily lives?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
Yeah.
And one we'll explore further as we continue our deep dive.
Okay, so we've talked about the Israelites, venomous snakes, bronze serpents.
Yeah.
But how do we take these ancient lessons and actually apply them to, like, our modern lives?
Right.
I mean, most of us aren't wandering around in the desert, and thankfully venomous snakes aren't exactly an everyday problem.
Right, but we all face our own metaphorical deserts, don't we?
Yeah.
Those moments when we're feeling lost, frustrated, and maybe even a little bit hopeless.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
So it's not about the literal snakes.
Right.
It's about those challenges that make us feel stuck, those obstacles that test our resilience and kind of force us to think outside the box.
Exactly. And the key takeaway here is we have a choice in how we respond to those challenges. We can either stay stuck in the negativity, or we can choose to embrace the opportunity for growth and innovation that lies within every obstacle.
So how do we actually make that shift?
Right.
It's easy to say be more resilient, but it's a whole other thing to actually put it into practice.
One practical step you can take is to start paying attention to your self-talk.
Okay.
When you find yourself facing a challenge, notice how you're talking to yourself about it. Are you focusing on the negative, or are you looking for the potential silver lining?
So it's about becoming aware of those negative thought patterns, those woe is me moments that can spiral out of control if we let them.
Exactly. And once you become aware of those patterns, you can start to challenge them.
Okay.
Ask yourself, is this thought helpful?
Right.
Is it moving me closer to a solution, or is it just keeping me stuck?
So it's about reframing those negative thoughts, turning them into something more constructive. Instead of saying, I can't do this, maybe it's more like, okay, this is tough, but how can I approach this differently?
Precisely. And that shift in perspective can make all the difference.
Yeah.
Because when you start looking for solutions, instead of dwelling on problems, you open yourself up to a whole new world of possibilities.
It's like you're switching from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset.
Yeah.
Believing that you can learn and adapt and overcome any obstacle.
Exactly. And that brings us to another key aspect of resilience. Learning from our mistakes.
Okay, now we're getting into some real life application.
Yeah.
Because let's be honest, we all make mistakes. It's part of being human.
Absolutely. But the key is not to let those mistakes define us.
Right.
Instead, we need to view them as opportunities for growth and learning.
Easier said than done, right?
Yeah.
Especially when those mistakes feel big and messy.
Of course, it's not always easy.
Yeah.
But think back to the Israelites.
Okay.
They acknowledged their negativity.
Right.
They took responsibility for their part in the problem, and they sought forgiveness.
So it's not about beating ourselves up over our mistakes.
Right.
It's about owning them, learning from them, and then moving forward.
Exactly. And that process of reflecting, learning, and adapting is essential for building resilience because it helps us develop the confidence and the skills to face future challenges with a more informed and adaptable approach.
It's like each mistake becomes a stepping stone, helping us build a stronger foundation for future success.
Precisely. And as we become more resilient, we also become more open to innovation. Because when we're not afraid to fail, we're more willing to experiment, to take risks, and to try those unconventional solutions that might just lead to breakthroughs.
So it's a cycle, right? Resilience fuels innovation.
Yeah.
And innovation leads to more resilience.
Exactly. And the more we embrace this cycle, the more we tap into our full potential.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, I think it's safe to say that the story of the bronze serpent is way more than just an ancient myth.
Right.
It's a timeless blueprint for navigating the challenges and opportunities that life throws our way.
And the key takeaway for our listeners today is this.
Okay.
You have the power within you to overcome any obstacle, to achieve anything you set your mind to.
Right.
It's a matter of cultivating that resilience, embracing that innovative spirit, and always believing in a brighter future.
What a powerful reminder.
Yeah.
So the next time you're feeling stuck, remember the bronze serpent. Take a step back, shift your perspective, and ask yourself, what's my unconventional solution? What's my bronze serpent moment waiting to happen?
I love it.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
Yeah.
Until next time.